Hello again. Welcome to a special edition of CropLife Retail Week. I'm Eric Sfiligoj, editor of CropLife magazine, here today with Kevin KJ Johnson from the Illinois Fertilizer and Chemical Association. KJ, welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Eric?
It's going well. So as you viewers may be able to ascertain from Kevin's shirt, those of us in the industry who have been longtime participants are anxiously getting ready as we record this video to make our way to Bloomington, Illinois and attend the annual MAGIE Show. So KJ, if you could give us a little update on what the 2023 MAGIE Show will look like and what folks may want to check out while they're there.
Yep, MAGIE Show is this year. We're going to be coming up to it next week, next Wednesday and Thursday, August 24th and 25th here at the McLean County Fairgrounds. If you have never been to the MAGIE Show before, if you are coming up Route 50 or 55 or down 55, we are the first exit off of Bloomington Road, about a mile off the road. We are very easy to get to. We're super excited this year. This will be the 41st anniversary of the MAGIE Show. Got a lot of new equipment going to be introduced, a lot of demos. But what makes MAGIE different than anything else in the country show-wise, farm equipment show-wise, we are designated completely to the fertilizer and chemical industry. Other shows, Farm Progress Show, stuff like that, deal with more the combines, the planters, stuff like this. We are just totally fertilizer and chemical. But what makes us also unique is we got about 40 acres that we can ride and drive any of the new sprayers that are introduced this year. So if you're a custom applicator, you can actually get in that Terrogator, that Case IH sprayer, that Deere sprayer, and actually get it, drive it, unfold the booms, and see how it works in a day-to-day operation. So we're very excited, praying for good weather, but show attendance looks good, and we got quite a few exhibitors this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, you and I were talking just before we got on camera, the fact that I know the last time we spoke about a month ago, we were just about 70 exhibitors, but I guess we're at a much higher number now as we're getting close to the show.
Yep, we're at 85 exhibitors, a lot of good ones. We got all the big anchors that would always come up, but a lot of the newer companies coming up on new products, but new technologies in the equipment area just make a retailer or farmer's life more simpler to put in on these crop protection products at the end of the day.
Okay. And of course, I know a lot of folks come to a MAGIE Show, and like you mentioned, the ride and drive areas are very popular, as are the big equipment manufacturers that tend to be there, the Cases, the AGCOs, the John Deeres. But again, there are going to be several other exhibitors there that may have a smaller footprint, but are no less important. So you want to maybe focus on a few of those guys?
Yeah, you can see everything out there. We're going to have quite a few new ideas that are going to be popped up. We're going to have the green eye technology that's going to be out there on sprayers, but we actually got a company that's going to have 180-foot booms come out this year. We got a couple different companies that are going to bring the newer sprayers out here to actually unveil at the MAGIE Show. But what I see when you actually walk the show, yes, you have the bigger companies that have the bigger equipment, but if you actually go to the smaller booths, just the technology that's coming into the industry to make more efficiencies, how we use these products, but how we keep our employees safe, but also just more efficient at the end of the day. Those are some of the biggest things that may not grab the headlines, but just the new technology that is coming in the industry every year.
Very good. And as you pointed out, I mean, again, last year was the 40th anniversary. This one's the 41st. But any special over and above events or special things happening at this year's show?
Yeah, a couple of our exhibitors are going to have different people talking about their products, and you're going to be able to see that. We got some people bringing in some social media people to explain what their products are, but just expand how we as agriculture expand our social media presence the day-to-day. But the big thing that we are going to do this year, and we're excited to announce, is the Custom Applicator Award that we're going to give, IFCA is going to give at our show or at the media tent that afternoon on Wednesday. We're super excited. We're going to do the Image Awards, and then CropLife is going to give their Showstopper Award. So this will be the first time we actually do a Custom Applicator Year Award winner. We got 4 finalists. We're going to give the winner, announce that winner that day. But the biggest thing is we want to just say thank you to the day-to-day guys that are in those sprayers. IFCA is always pride ourselves of explaining what's going on in the industry. But if we don't have those day-to-day guys that are actually in those pieces of equipment, our industry doesn't work. So we want to try and award those guys, the best guys that put the best foot forward on showing what is right in the industry.
Okay, so like you say, you had 4 finalists for that award. What actually does the winner get? I mean, are they getting some type of a plaque or a trophy and then a cash award, something?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a trophy. They're going to get a token, but we're also going to do a trophy and a monetary value for those guys. So if you don't win this year, we also just ask for people to reapply next year. We're going to keep going forward and do this more and more to really, again, to thank the guys that are doing the day-to-day stuff to get the job done.
Okay, and not to too shamelessly plug my own stuff, but I know that for those of you who can't make the MAGIE show in person, the profile of the winning custom applicator will be in the pages of CropLife Iron's September-October edition, when we wrap up all the things we saw at the MAGIE show. So all right.
So I appreciate Eric, you guys do CropLife Expand, because then these guys are the guys that aren't always seen in the industry, but to just give them recognition at the end of the day for doing a great job and showing what's right and what's going on in the industry.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself, since it's a first time award. So KJ, then, for folks who are watching who may not have already registered for this year's MAGIE, and now after watching this video, realizing they got about 4 or 5 days before the show takes place, how can they actually attend? I mean, what would be the process that they could do if they wanted to, if they decided, hey, I need to be there now, so how do I go?
If you just go to ifca.com, you'll see a header bar that says MAGIE. There's a registration link from there. If you pre-register, it's $12. If you sign up at the show, it is $15. We actually try and get guys to sign up ahead, and pre-registration is going very well already. Just because if it's a great day and we have an influx that day, we don't want you to wait in line to get through the door. We want to get people in and out to see the show. So go to ifca.com and you can register. We also tell people to follow our Facebook and Twitter handle. That's at ILFertchem, and you can find more about the show. But then we also promote what's going on, or if there's some speaker or new unveil, we will put that out there. So if you follow those social media, you can find it. But also just go to ifca.com to register for the show.
Very good. And I know, speaking for myself, I know I love going to the MAGIE show. Not only is it an excellent show to find out all the new things that are being offered to the marketplace and see a lot of my industry friends, of course, but it's an outdoor event. Nobody's in a suit and tie. Everybody's wearing comfortable clothes, baseball caps. I mean, and it may get hot, but hey, that goes with the business. We're all used to being outdoors. And again, the ride and drives are always a blast, getting to see the up close and getting behind the wheel of some of this stuff.
The two other things that I always try to promote with MAGIE also is that you get to see people in the industry, and we might be a competitive business, but to know what's going on, kind of share notes of what you see going on in the industry, how you can coalesce with each other. But also, as you know, Eric, there's more free food at MAGIE than probably any other show in the nation. So if you leave MAGIE hungry, you did something wrong, or you weren't walking in the right places.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know a few years back, there was one year where it seemed like every other booth was offering something: hamburgers, hot dogs, sausages, walking tacos. And I remember doing a whole sidebar in the magazine on nothing but the food. And I think I got
you very well
than anything I did that year on MAGIE. So
exactly. Pork chop on a stick. There's everything out there that if you don't find you're liking the food, you weren't looking hard enough.
Amen. All right. Well, KJ, hopefully we'll see a lot of folks who are watching at the event itself. Now, of course, since you are on, it is time for Fun with Numbers. All right, KJ. So Fun with Numbers this week, I decided to do something that ties back to kind of everything we've been talking about. So this goes back, this number will tie back to something that happens at your average MAGIE. The number is 14.
14, okay.
All right. So is 14 A, the number of showstopper awards that have been handed out at MAGIE over the years? Is it B, the number of MAGIE Image Awards that have been handed out over the years at MAGIE? Is it C, the number of showstopper girls, those ladies who take the vote for the showstopper award, have been used at the MAGIE Show over the years? Or is it D, the number of pork chops on a stick that I typically eat during your average MAGIE Show?
I would probably say D, but I will go with the number A on this one.
You are correct, my friend. Yes. We have we started handing out the Showstopper Award back in 2007 at the MAGIE Show, and of course there wasn't a show in 2021. So this year then will be the 15th MAGIE Showstopper Award that we hand out. But yes, 14 is the number that has been handed out. Image Awards is only the third year, I think,
Yep.
fourth. And we've only had, believe it or not, 6 Showstopper girls throughout the 10 or 12 years we've used those ladies. And just if you're wondering, pork chop on a stick, I tend to eat maybe 4 or 5 at a show. I usually get maybe 2 or 3 the first day, maybe two the second day, because it's a little shorter day. But I tend to not eat 14. That's a little much for any one person. But then again, maybe somebody out there can do it. I cannot.
Yeah. we won't have that competition this year at the MAGIE Show. But I do want to say one thing, Eric. I want to thank CropLife for always promoting the MAGIE Show. You guys did a great job. It's a true honor to work with you guys year after year on the MAGIE Show.
Well, it is our pleasure to be a partner with IFCA on this important show. So for everyone out there who's watching, if you can make it to the MAGIE Show, please stop by and say hi. I'll be waltzing around the fairgrounds with KJ will probably be there riding around in a gator or some type of golf cart that, and he'll be saying hi to folks. But yeah, well, and if you can't make it, then watch CropLife Retail Week in upcoming weeks, and we'll certainly have some highlights for you from what we saw at the show. So I'm Eric Sfiligoj on behalf of myself and KJ Johnson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon. If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below. Your feedback is important to us. We will try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.